It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. This time for Justin Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
From his own end zone, Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. They'll run for the first time for Austin Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there to nicely build off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go musically show. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Eckler, touchdown, Chargers. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, that we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The slot man in motion right. They'll set up to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on a Charger TD. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 10. And the Raven first down.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Slot man moves right. play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Justin Tucker runs the field goal. A 28-yard.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Herbert off of play action. And his throw here is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. In motion goes the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Play action. They'll throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Ravens 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here, 2nd and 11. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's Eckler again. And they'll they'll get this down to the 10. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll try the air now with Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Elijah Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Buying time to his left. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Herbert on 1st down now. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Ravens touchdown. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They look fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hiking 18, back at 60. Street, 79 Bronco. 7-5.
Herbert now, escaping the pressure right. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, but their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Third and long, it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
2nd and 10.
Fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther, Mustang 19. Hey, we got to get the stop here. Street, street. Warriors, 17.
Again, he'll drop the throw.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally, you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning, and now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because